Crypto wallets. Your keys to freedom or fool's gold. If you're ready to uncover the hidden chains dragging our future into the abyss, hit that like, smash the share, and lock in your subscribe or follow. Because truth like this demands an army of awakened minds. We're zeroing in on something that's become a staple in the digital age. Crypto wallets. If you've ever wondered how these things work or why they're such a big deal, stick around because we're going to unpack it all, from the basics to some mind-bending questions about what ownership really means in this space. First off, let's set the stage without getting into the nitty-gritty just yet. Imagine carrying around all your money in a way that's both incredibly secure and totally up to you. No banks breathing down your neck, no middlemen taking a cut. But it's not without its twists. There are risks and rewards that make it feel like a high-stakes adventure. We'll explore how this tech flips traditional finance on its head, teasing out why some people swear by it while others steer clear. Alright, now let's roll up our sleeves and get into the details. At its core, a crypto wallet is your gateway to managing cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's not like a physical wallet stuffed with bills and cards. Think of it more as a secure app or device that holds the keys to your digital fortune. Picture your everyday leather wallet. It carries cash you can touch, coins that jingle, maybe a credit card for swiping at the store. That's tangible, right? You lose it, and whatever's inside is gone unless someone turns it in. A crypto wallet, though, doesn't actually store the coins themselves. The crypto lives on a massive, decentralized ledger called the blockchain, which is like a public record book that everyone can see but no one can tamper with alone. Your wallet just keeps the private keys. Those are secret codes that prove you're the owner and let you send or receive funds. To make this clearer, let's compare it directly to something familiar: a credit card in your regular wallet. With a credit card, you've got this plastic rectangle with a chip or stripe. You pull it out, swipe or tap, and the transaction goes through a network of banks and processors. They verify your identity, charge fees, and can even reverse charges if there's fraud. It's all centralized. Your bank controls the account, can freeze it if they suspect something shady, or slap on interest for borrowing. Now, flip to a crypto wallet. It's digital, could be an app on your phone or a hardware gadget like a fancy USB drive. Instead of swiping, you sign transactions with your private key, and it broadcasts to the blockchain. No banks involved. It's peer-to-peer. Fees go to network validators, not some corporate entity, and once it's done, it's irreversible, no takebacks. If someone nabs your credit card, you call the issuer, get a new one, and your balance is safe. But with crypto, if they get your keys, poof, funds are theirs forever. That's the trade-off. Ultimate control comes with ultimate responsibility. Taking it further, a crypto wallet shares some vibes with a bank account, but the differences are huge. Your bank account is like a vault where you park your money, check balances online, and move funds around. It's convenient, often insured up to a point, and earns interest sometimes. But here's the kicker. When you deposit cash in a bank, it's not really yours anymore in the physical sense. The bank uses it for their own plays, lending it out, investing, creating more credit through what's called fractional reserve banking. They might keep just a sliver in reserve and loan the rest, essentially multiplying money in the system. If the bank goes belly up, you're relying on insurance or bailouts. Crypto flips the script. Your wallet points to balances on the blockchain, and those funds are locked until you use your keys. No third party can dip in, use it as collateral for loans, or inflate the supply willy-nilly. Bitcoin, for example, has a hard cap at 21 million coins. No printing presses here. It's all about self-custody. You hold the reins, but if you lose those keys without a backup seed phrase, that's a string of words to recover access. It's gone for good. Diving into the history helps paint the picture. Crypto wallets trace back to Bitcoin's launch in 2009, right after the financial crisis shook trust in banks. The mysterious creator kicked things off with a simple software wallet that let users store keys and transact on the nascent blockchain. Early on, people used paper wallets, literally printing keys on paper for offline storage, like hiding cash under a mattress. As tech evolved, we got mobile apps, desktop software, and hardware devices that keep keys isolated from the internet to fend off hackers. Today, we've got smart wallets powered by contracts on networks like Ethereum, adding features like automated transactions or multi-signature setups where multiple keys are needed for big moves. The key concept throughout? Decentralization. No single point of failure, no overlords dictating terms. It's grown from a niche experiment to a global ecosystem, with billions locked in wallets worldwide. Now, let's chew on the bigger themes and break down the pros and cons. On the upside, owning crypto in a wallet means true financial sovereignty. You're not at the mercy of inflation from endless money printing or bank runs. Transactions can zip across borders in minutes with tiny fees compared to wire transfers. It's empowering for folks in unstable economies. Think hyperinflation zones where holding dollars digitally beats local currency. Security is another win if done right. Encryption makes it tougher for thieves than cracking a safe. And philosophically, it echoes ideas of individual liberty, where money isn't controlled by states or core but by code and consensus. But it's not all sunshine. Volatility is a beast. Prices swing wildly, turning fortunes into dust overnight. Security risks loom large. Hacks on exchanges, not wallets themselves, but places where people park funds, have wiped out billions. If you fumble your keys or fall for a phishing scam, Recovery's impossible. No customer service hotline. Environmentally, some networks guzzle energy like proof-of-work mining for Bitcoin, though others like proof-of-stake are greener. Then there's the regulatory haze. Governments eye it for money laundering or tax evasion, potentially clamping down. Critics argue it's not real money since it's not backed by anything tangible, just faith in the network. And on the flip side, proponents say that's the point. Fiat money like dollars isn't backed by gold anymore either. It's all trust. Analyzing deeper, the core arguments for wallets boil down to empowerment versus entrapment in traditional systems. Pro, it democratizes finance, letting anyone participate without gatekeepers. Con, without oversight, scams proliferate, and the learning curve is steep. Newbies often get burned. For ownership, it's a double-edged sword. You control it fully, but that means bearing all risks. Evolution-wise, wallets have shifted from clunky tools to seamless integrations, like browser extensions or even embedded in social apps, making crypto more accessible, but also more vulnerable to user error. Pulling in some timeless wisdom to illustrate, consider this from the Bitcoin white paper. What is needed is an electronic payment system based on cryptographic proof instead of trust, allowing any two willing parties to transact directly with each other without the need for a trusted third party. That captures the essence. No banks, just math securing your stuff. Or think about historical takes on money. Ancient philosophers debated value as societal agreement, much like how blockchain consensus creates crypto's worth. Fast forward, and we see echoes in economic theories warning against centralized control, where debasing currency leads to inequality. Wrapping this up, if you're curious about dipping your toes in, start small with a reputable hardware wallet and educate yourself on best practices like two-factor auth and cold storage. It's a tool for the future, blending tech with timeless ideas of freedom. But remember, it's not for everyone. Assess your risk tolerance. And finally, on that philosophical note, can you really own cryptocurrencies when unknown copies of keys might exist in other hands? It's all just ledger entries with nothing physical to grasp, yet nothing stealable beyond key loss? In one sentence, true ownership in crypto boils down to exclusive key control over immutable ledger claims, rendering it profoundly yours in a digital sense despite intangibility and potential hidden duplicates, as no theft occurs without compromising that control. Stay secure, stay free,